I'm going to have you circle back real quick to the 13th, early in the morning. When do you think was the last time that you saw Ethan and Zaina?
Ethan and Xana, in the lodge. I'm almost positive because they went to my apartment after the lodge party and did to pack up all their things. And the lodge is the last place I saw them, around 1:20, 1:25.
Okay. Did they say where they were going to?
They didn't.
Okay.
No.
And they were.
I was just assuming. Sorry to interrupt. I was just assuming that they were going to go back to their place, which I'm guessing that's what they did.
Okay. And just to clarify, that would have been walking on foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's pretty close right there. It's, I don't know, a 3-minute walk.
Okay. What, do you recall the things that they were packing up?
Yeah. They had a couple of beers, and Ethan may have grabbed his formal coat. And
I'm sorry, they had a couple of what?
beers.
Beers, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said ears, like you put on. Okay.
No.
Okay, formal gear, a couple of beers, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay,
if there was anything else I didn't see.
Okay. What color was the formal coat that he...
Black.
Okay. Go ahead, Kristen. If I didn't tell you, I'm here with Trooper Kristen Noah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Did they have a backpack, or did Zaina have a purse that they were putting these items into?
I think that Xana had a bag, but I'm not 100% positive.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you know what that generally would look like, if it was like a common bag that she carried around all the time, or if it was different things?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
In college, we kind of go through backpacks really quickly.
Sure.
You tend to lose them or they break. I don't know what type of bag or anything about what it looked like.
Okay.
Welcome back to my Mental Health and Crime channel. This is the case of the Idaho. This is all my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions only. Peter Aragolia said that Ethan and Xana left after the Sigma Chi fraternity party. The last time he saw them was at the Sigma Chi launch. When he was asked, what bag do you think Xana was carrying, he couldn't remember. He couldn't even remember the clothes Ethan and Xana had on. What a coincidence. Moving on, he said that I think she had a backpack. She said because in college we go through a lot of backpacks. They keep on buying backpacks because their backpacks get destroyed quickly, because obviously they're carrying heavy. They go through a lot of backpacks because obviously they're carrying heavy beers in it. I've always wondered why there was backpacks lying empty in the living room and the outside veranda. Hunter is standing like Chris Watt. In fact, like Trezell. Do you all remember Trezell from the California city? He and Jacqueline West. If you'll remember, they both had red flag reactions on them. Trezell was standing with his arms crossed. Jacqueline was making weird expressions. I'm a cognitive behavior therapist. I'm not a behavior analyzer. But then, being a cognitive behavior therapist, you do study behavior. And obviously the cognitive side, if the thoughts make sense, if the person's expression is different to what his symptoms are showing. Although that is more mental health, but it's still the same. Half of the criminals do have mental health illnesses, to be honest. Because I personally believe whoever did these awful, horrific crimes, quadruple crimes, had to have some kind of mental illness. Because to go to that stretch, to cross that line, you have to be you can't be a sane person. There has to be some kind of personality disorder there. Antisocial personality disorder. That's a psychopath, but we don't use those terms in mental health anymore. We try to avoid that by saying antisocial personality disorder under the DSM-5, sorry. Now you have that backpack lying on the floor. You have one more in the veranda. You have the sofa split in half. It was never like that because there's many pictures of and videos on TikTok that Kaylee and Zana put up of the house. Whoever was sitting in the living room got attacked, in my opinion. They must have been jumping on top of the sofa, trying to hide behind the sofa. I can just imagine a scene like that, God forbid, would make you, as a victim, try to get every way out. But if this is more than one person who did it, like they're saying it's only Kohlberger. If it was only Kohlberger, there wouldn't have been 4 victims, in my opinion. And Kohlberger wouldn't have left DM alive. How could he get away with 4 unalivings and he knows that DM is the one who said she saw him? DM, did you see Kohlberger or did you see the description of what you are watching? The Vampire Diaries. Because Stefan Salvatore, one of the main actors in the Vampire Diary, has bushy eyebrows like Kohlberger. Is that where you got this wicked plan from? A wicked idea. You had the Vampire Diaries on and you said that you and Bethany Funk, or you and your friend, was watching Vampire Diaries. And you were watching the episode where Stefan is yelling, "I'm here to help." Now let's go back to the backpacks. I personally believe Peter Arigoria was in the house that night. And I have good reasons of believing that. Let's not forget Zana was his ex. I do not believe he got over Zana. There's a picture of him and Ethan both kissing Zana on the cheek. Zana was sitting in between and they both were on the left and right side kissing her. Crime or passion? Can't forget that word from the mayor. I always looked at Jack D, but I think there was more crime or passion going around. When Bethany Funk said that she heard a thud, somebody basically crashing into a table, according to the former FBI, Chris Watts, who wrote the book Broken Pre, he believed that it was the ping pong table. I believe opposite. I believe it was in the kitchen. It was the kitchen table. The reason I believe that is if you all remember the pictures from the crime scene on the first day, you would remember the media took pictures of the kitchen from the outside and it looked like a hell of a mess. I personally believe that the fight happened in the kitchen. It started from the kitchen and it must have moved upstairs. Peter spoke about the backpacks. He said that we go through a lot of them. So were they all carrying backpacks full of drinks, possibly rugs? Because we heard about Adderall. Trigger warning. Did a fight break out? Because look at how many backpacks are around the house. Were they collected for forensic evidence is my question. Now I find this to be interesting because just keep in mind, this is the first time the cops have come inside and outside the house. The call was just made. Look at how many footsteps there are. And that reminds me of what Dot said, that there were people standing outside the sliding door, smoking and talking. She thought it was DM, a dark-skinned guy, that means a black man, and a guy with blonde hair, could have been anyone. Jack D. Oh, Jack D colored his hair right after this crime. Red flag number 1. We'll come to Jack D later. But look at these footsteps. It's not the same shoes either. Different footsteps. Interesting. Where were they going? To Walenter Drive. The Moyes. The Moye family lives upstairs. And we could see a lot of movements. A lot of movements on Walenter Drive. What if they parked upstairs at Walenter Drive and ran downstairs? What if they were hiding in the bushes? What if DM and BF let them in? Just caught my attention. What is the black thing in the tree? Is that a piece of furniture? Or is somebody hiding behind the bushes? I don't think they would have been that bold to wait for the cops. But you never know with such madness what they can do. Is somebody wearing black behind the bushes? There are a lot of footsteps.
Here for a noise complaint, come to the damn door. Finally!
No one's here, Dad.
So everyone here's trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one's here, Dad.
So everyone here's trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one that lives here is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they went. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at
They
this
were
time?
here at one point. They're not here right now. I just searched all the rooms.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone is about
I
to
just
go
searched all
over
the
to
rooms.
another party.
Okay. Who does live here? What are their names?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I
Okay.
just came over. I haven't drank a drop.
Male, female?
I think it's mainly females. I think that's like 4
What sorority are they affiliated with?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, you
know if
do.
I don't know if they're
I
associated
don't.
with it. I don't know.
I guarantee you they're associated with the sorority. As many of them are living here. It's an off-campus sorority house. I've been a cop for 22 years here. I'm not stupid. Don't play dumb games with me. I'd rather deal with this as a noise complaint than getting a hold of the Greek council and the Greek board and all of that and the dean of students and playing all these stupid fucking games. All I want to do is deal with the noise complaint. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of underage drinking because they left their alcohol behind.
Do you want us to try and get a name or a phone number
Please,
and
if you
can
could.
call someone?
We just need to talk to somebody who lives here because otherwise I have to be under the assumption You guys are unlawfully entered because no one lives here who's here.
Okay.
Right?
We'll go.
So I need to verify that there was a party here. Now everyone left, so thank you. Thanks,
We're not
guys.
trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to somebody who actually lives
Just
here.
no one has this for us. That way we can get some sort of communication between us and them.
No one
We're gonna come
knows
in.
who's here right now. So
No,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do.
Thank you.
Now, this is so unprofessional. You have cops coming for noise complaint, and the cops themselves are saying, we know there's a lot of underage drinking going on here. So why didn't you all just do your job and report it to the dean or get a warrant and go inside and investigate why these people are so noisy? Because now we know Adderall was there. Some of them were sniffing. Trigger warning. This was a party place. I am thinking as a counselor of what could have been done different. This is not to criticize the cops, but this is something that should be really investigated. The cops are admitting that there is underage drinking going on. Could this have been prevented? Yes, it could have been prevented. 110%. You should have barged into their parties and reported them to the dean and got them expelled. Yes, got them expelled. At least they would still be alive. Isn't that the main point? Hunter, what were you doing always in this house? What were you doing here? Conrad, you said you've been partying in this house maybe 15 times. Were you there that night? I believe I'm the first YouTube creator to start with the Sigma Chi's, and I won't be the last. It's good that now people are noticing it's the fraternities that are most likely behind it. I've never doubted from day one that the sororities and fraternities and the surviving roommates, I'm not saying they did it, but they knew about it. Nobody called 911. They were busy on Geo Snapchat. None of them are telling the truth. Although I like Conrad because you said a lot. You said a lot, and I appreciate that. He said himself that I believe it was the college students who did it. What was the beef? Did Ethan owe y'all money for the Adderall? Was there debts going on? Did y'all mess with Demetrius and Emma, is my question. So the police start dumping the alcohol. Good for them. You should have just stopped the party, reported it to the dean. But now this is interesting. There's another backpack with beer cans in it. Keep in mind what Peter said. We go through a lot of backpacks. We keep on buying backpacks because they get broken, destroyed quickly. So my question is, Peter, were you there? Conrad, were you there? Hunter, were you there allegedly? Because where were you between 3 to 5 a.m. is my question.
They have a problem.
White Claws, beer cans. Interesting. When the police came, there were White Claws beer cans, not only in the noise complaint, when DM called 911. There was boxes of alcohol everywhere in the house and broken bags. Now who do we see in the noise complaint? Conrad and Hunter. Hunter was always opening the door. I don't know if he was living there. Was he using the spare room? Were they selling something there? Just a question. College kids. But then I forgot, nothing happens in Idaho. My bad. Very quiet area. Only quadruples happened there, allegedly. No, actually, it did happen. So you see the White Claws. I know all these young students are drinking White Claws. But pay attention what Peter said. Zana and Ethan had a bag with White Claws or with beer cans in it. And they all drink White Claws. So they have truly beer and they have White Claws. And there were a lot of empty cans when the police came to the 911 call. So my question is, Conrad, Hunter Johnson, Peter, Allegoria, were you partying at 1122 King Road that night? Just a simple question. Emily was always there. Hunter was always there. What happened that night? Guys, let me know what you think.
Would have been walking on foot?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's pretty close right there. It's, I don't know, 3.
What, do you recall the things that they were packing up?
Yeah, they had a couple of beers, and Ethan may have grabbed his formal coat, and
I'm sorry, they had a couple of what?
beers.
Beers, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said ears, like you'd put
No,
on.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay, formal gear, a couple of beers, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, what
If there
color?
was anything else I didn't see,
Okay. What color was the formal coat that he...
black.
Okay. Go ahead, Kristen. If I didn't tell you, I'm here with Trooper Kristen Noah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Did they have a backpack or did Zaina have a purse that they were putting these items into?
I think that Xana had a bag, but I'm not 100% positive.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you know what that generally would look like if it was like a common bag that she carried around all the time or if it was just things down?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
In college, we kind of go through backpacks really quickly.
Sure.
You tend to lose them or they break. I don't know what type of bag or anything about what it looked like.
Okay. Early in the morning, when do you think was the last time that you saw Ethan and Zaina?
Ethan and Xana, in the lodge, I'm almost positive because they went to my apartment after the lodge party, ended to pack up all their things, and the lodge is the last place I saw them around 1:20, 1:25.
This is interesting. Peter said that Ethan and Zana went to his apartment to gather their stuff. He said they took beer cans and their bag with them, and he thinks they left to 1122 King Road. But Hunter Chapin said on the Amazon Prime series that Ethan and Zana were chilling in his room and they left home. So Peter, are you lying? Or is Hunter lying? Hunter Chapin. So they were at the Sigma Chi. Did they get attacked at the Sigma Chi is my question. Were they followed home? Or were they brought by force home? Did you all have a GUN on them? Where was Ethan's red Jeep? Peter said they would have most likely walked it home. Now this is my question. If they walked it home, who drove? Who drove Ethan Chapin his red Jeep home? Because it was there before the police got there. Keep that in mind. Hunter Chapin and Peter, it looks like you're both lying. Eric Gower said that Ethan's red Jeep wasn't parked in front of the house when he dropped off Kaylee and Maddie. And that would be around 2 a.m. Who drove Ethan Chapin's Jeep home? Was it Hunter Johnson, Hunter Chapin? Was DNA forensics taken from the car, from the Jeep? And why is Peter saying that Zana and Ethan went to get their stuff from his apartment when Hunter Chapin is saying that Ethan and Zana was chilling in his apartment and then they went home at 1:45? Do you see what I see? These people are lying. They are lying. So Peter, Hunter Chapin, Ethan, Zana, and Peter's girlfriend had to be chilling together. What happened, Pete? Was this a crime of passion? What did Ethan's mother mean by saying there wasn't any love triangle? Were you the third wheel? Just a question. Find this picture to be interesting because it shows me that Hunter Chapin was chilling with Maddie. We know he chills with his brother, sister, Ethan, DM, BF. That's understandable. They're the same age group. But Maddie was chilling with them. And remember what Peter said? He had a crush. He liked Maddie. That's why, keep in mind, 4chan said there were 3 targets. Zana, Maddie, and Ethan, not Kaylee.
100% not true. There's not drugs involved. There's not some weird love triangle. Ethan was stayed the night at his girlfriend's house, who was one of 5 girls who lived in the home. There's no love triangle involved. There's not some weird love triangle. Ethan stayed the night at his girlfriend's house, who was one of 5 girls who lived in the home.
Since the very beginning of this case, I've been wondering why Stacy Chapin decided to say that. There was no threesome. Sorry, there was no love triangle. And there was no rugs involved. Yes, there was Adderall involved, Stacy. I'm sorry that you're grieving. I really mean it. Nobody deserves to lose their children. But from the very beginning, you were trying to put a blanket, a carpet over everything. But now that we are seeing the reports, yes, there was rugs involved. Yes, there was rugs involved. And yes, there was rugs involved. Adderall is made of amphetamine. And these young students were using Adderall, drinking liquor, at the same time taking pills. So yes, rugs are involved. They were selling Adderall to each other. I wonder if Ethan had debts to clear. Did he owe anyone money? Were they working for Emma Bailey, and Demetrius? Just a question. There was drugs involved. This was the party house. What do you mean by there wasn't a love triangle? To actually say that line right after quadruples happen, it's like you're planting a seed in our brain. We wouldn't have thought of a love triangle. Why would we have thought of that? But thank you for saying 2 a.m. was the hardest time for your family. Because we always said on YouTube and social media that something was going on at Linda Lane. We could hear. From the very beginning on YouTube, my subscribers know that. I used to get a lot of madness, bad comments because I said that the timeline was wrong. I kept on saying something happened between 2 to 3 a.m. or maybe 2 to 3:30. But guess what? The police said in the beginning the crimes, the quadruples, happened at 2 to 3 a.m. So there's something there. And guess what? The coroner, Kathy Mabeck, who's a very flexible woman, give her credit for that. She's a lawyer, teacher, nurse, maybe even the mayor. She said that it happened after 2 a.m. She pronounced the deaths after 2 a.m. So 2 a.m. is the hardest time for your family. The reporter even asks you, who told you? Was it your two triplets remaining? May Ethan rest in peace. And you said yes. So what time did you find it out? You must have found it out when it happened, or the next day. Did Hunter Chapin tell you 2 a.m. was the hardest time? And why is your son Hunter Chapin saying that Ethan and Zana were lost in my apartment? But yet again you have Peter Allegoria saying that they left my apartment. Just a question.
Interesting situation, because in all of your hardships in life, you know, whatever you're going through, there's always an outcome, you get through it, right? Like, I don't know, whatever it is. This is something you wake up and you realize it's never going to go away. And it's very different. It's a very different. 2 a.m. is a dark hour, I can tell you that. We're all